Hi, I'm Philip Smith, financial planner with Tidepool Wealth Strategies, helping self-employed professionals and solopreneurs just like you cultivate resilience in your plans to retire well. This is the Financial Planning Podcast about money management, best practices for long-term growth, wealth building truths and fallacies, successful retirement strategies, and more, where I'll be sharing concise, actionable retirement planning guidance. Welcome to the Financial Flow. Hi, and welcome to episode 9. I'm Philip, and today I'd like us to start by imagining that we're looking out at the tide pool of life, feeling the warm sun on our skin, seeing that sunlight sparkling off the water. When we take a closer look, we can see the thriving life under the surface. Now let's really switch up some gears and talk about something that silently eats away at our potential: lost time. It's important to take time to pause and reflect, but there's a balance to be struck for sure. Every minute we spend on unproductive tasks is a minute we could have been investing in something meaningful. Time is our most valuable resource, and once it's gone, we can't get it back. Now, if you find this episode helpful, please like it, share it with someone who you feel might benefit from it, and subscribe to be notified of future episodes. Time is the most valuable currency, so let's get going. Being intentional with our time means actively deciding how to use every hour of our day. Time management is an efficiency skill, but don't let efficiency be confused with effectiveness. Effectiveness is another discussion entirely. Just keep this in mind. You can become ultra efficient and end up recklessly ineffective at the same time. And getting back to the idea of managing our time wisely, here are 4 strategies to improve your time management. First, a common strategy for prioritizing tasks is making use of the Eisenhower Matrix. Now, envision or draw out 4 quadrants. These 4 quadrants are where you would categorize tasks. Your horizontal axes from left to right ranges from not urgent to urgent, and the vertical axes up and down from top to bottom ranges from important to not important. Now with this, you get 4 different sectors or quadrants. The top right or northeast quadrant is urgent and important. The southeast quadrant is urgent but not important. The southwest quadrant is not urgent and not important. And the final quadrant, top left northwest quadrant, is important but not urgent. By categorizing tasks in these quadrants, you can focus your time and effort on what truly matters. The second time management strategy is simple in practice. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve daily, weekly, and monthly. Set audacious annual goals. Eventually, work toward developing a flexible 3-year and 5-year outlook. Clear goals provide direction and purpose. Third, you can try time blocking. Allocate specific time blocks for different tasks. This reduces multitasking and improves focus. Give things the space they need to be accomplished by giving them the time on your calendar. I put social media time on my calendar every Monday morning. I block time to work on podcast material Wednesday morning. If I don't block the time, they get pushed to the side as other tasks continue to take over the time I haven't designated for other things. I'm sure you've seen this happen in your own life. And be careful not to overschedule your time. You want to leave some breathing room between tasks and appointments in order to create some flex within your day. Don't be too rigid. In the Marine Corps, the common refrain was, "Early is on time is late," and it was taken very seriously. Over the years, it instilled a sense of temporal discipline. Maybe more importantly, it was the respect for time that I learned. Not just your own time, but respect for other people's time. And I've heard it again and again from clients and others, the remarks of, "Oh, you called right on the hour," or, "Oh, it's refreshing to have someone show up a little early." People take mental note of when you show up on time versus those who think coming in a minute or two past is not only acceptable, but the common practice. All right, so the 4th strategy, and it's an important one from the perspective of business growth, learn to delegate. When you're self-employed, this can feel like an impossibility, I know. When you are running the business without a team, it can feel like there isn't anyone to delegate to, nobody to hand something off to. But think about the services out there that you probably already delegate to. Tax professionals comes to mind pretty quickly. Have you thought about handing off your bookkeeping to a bookkeeper? We already delegate so much in life. Most of us go to the grocery store for produce. We don't farm it ourselves. Likewise, we're not raising the cattle, the chickens, the pigs, or doing whatever it is that people do to bring all those delicious shrimp, scallops, salmon, and mahi-mahi into the store. Do you sew your own clothes? Probably not, so you're delegating already. It frees up your time for high-impact activities, the things that really mean a lot to your business. Some people pay for virtual assistants to handle their schedules, email, and other tasks that consume more time than we actually keep track of. If a virtual assistant seems like overkill, start with an online calendar. My own transition to this amazing tool, the online calendar, has reduced my email and phone call load, saving 30 to 40 emails per week, and makes it easy for people to find the time that works best for them in an efficient and convenient way. Now, when we manage our time effectively, we unlock many benefits. Top of mind are 3 easy ones to call out. Increased efficiency, meaning more tasks completed in less time. But again, let's not confuse efficiency and effectiveness. Reduce stress, because a clear plan reduces anxiety about deadlines, and time management will help with that as well. And then there's also the improved work-life balance. You have more time for personal interests and family. A good work-life balance also reduces stress. So let's take some action on this. I have a few things we could be executing on right away. First, track your time. You can use a timer, an alarm, just don't use a bunch of phone and computer notifications. Talk about distractions that lead to a black hole of time suck. If you want to get techie, use apps like Toggle or Rescue Time to monitor how you spend your hours. Identifying time sinks is the first step to reclaiming the lost time. Second action item, try implementing the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Just get it done. This prevents small tasks from piling up. Third, this is an ongoing process, so make time to review and adjust. At the end of each week, review what worked and what didn't. Adjust your strategies accordingly to continuously improve. Now, as we wrap up, remember that being intentional with our time is crucial for small business owners, especially true for sole proprietors. By improving time management, we can enhance productivity, reduce stress, and fuel growth. Thanks for tuning into this episode of The Financial Flow, brought to you by Tidepool Wealth Strategies. Until next time, stay resilient and plan to retire well. It's disclosure time. This podcast is intended for educational purposes only, should not be used for any other purpose. The views depicted in this material should not be considered specific advice or recommendations for any individual, are not intended to be financial, tax, or legal advice, and do not represent Tidepool Wealth Strategies or Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC. For a comprehensive review of your personal situation, always consult with a financial, tax, or legal advisor. Neither Cetera nor any of its representatives may give legal or tax advice. Our office address is 450 Country Club Road, Suite 350, Eugene, Oregon, 97401. Securities and advisory services are offered through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, and member of FINRA and SIPC. Cetera is under separate ownership for any other named entity. Whew.